Howdy pop culture partners, my name is Mikhail Kanlate and hi, I have not done a video like this in a gosh darn while because, for the past year, cinemas have been closed because of COVID and stuff like that, but we have been lucky enough to have numbers drop down and the theaters have been reopening and stuff like that. And a few days ago, I watched Demon Slayer: The Mugen Train in the theater, and it was so unbelievably good. It blew all of my expectations out of the water. And for an anime movie, the number one surprising thing I have to say is if you've already watched it on a streaming service, that is great. If you were able to watch it like more near its release, which was like half a year ago, I think, maybe even more. But if you are able to watch it in a theater now or sometime soon, I highly, highly recommend you do so, especially if it's your first time. I watched it for the first time, hence why I'm reviewing it now. And for a theater experience, plus we saw it in 4DX. If you don't know what 4DX is, or if you have a different name for it, basically it's when there's extra technology put in the seats and the room, so the seats move. They have effects in the back for like when there are impacts or gunshots in the movie. They shake with camera and movements. You feel the wind. There are like fans and wind effects, fake snow effects, water effects, smell effects, light effects, like almost anything you could think of for inside the movie. It is the case in that special room, and it just made the experience 1,000 times better. The extra money was so worth it, and I feel like even just in a normal theater or IMAX only, it is such a great experience for an anime movie. I mean, we're so used to watching anime on our smaller devices and binge it, but this was such a huge experience to me. It's an amazing film and really, really cinema worthy. If you can watch it in a movie theater, it will blow you away. Now, why it will blow you away, I will explain. It's a direct continuation of season 1 Demon Slayer. I watched it around half a year ago, maybe a bit more, and I absolutely adored it. The pacing, the characters, the world building, the action, I thought it was all amazing. It hooked me from the beginning, and I was waiting for this movie for a while, especially my sister and a friend of mine who watched it with us, but he only finished the first season like a few days ago, so he didn't have to wait at all. He was lucky. But anyways, it continues Inosuke, Zenitsu, and of course the main character Tanjiro and his sister Nezuko as they board the Mugen train to hunt down the demons inside. And that's the whole premise of the movie. It's just them discovering and defeating their foes on this moving train. And you'd think that's boring, but no, each act, it's separated in 3 kind of distinct acts, and they're very good. The first act was a little slow, but still very interesting. It was kind of the calm before the storm, you could say. And then the 2 last acts are just amazing. The second act is full of action, really, really thrilling, and builds off very well from the end of the first act, which really started building up the whole next part of the film. And then the third act, I really don't want to spoil anything because that's where a lot of your teeth grinding is going to happen. A lot happens in the third act, and I really don't want to spoil you much. So the pacing was really good, a little slow in the first act, but again, I think the build-up and calm before the storm is perfect. And again, it's based only in a train, but the action is amazing. The banter between the characters, the humor is amazing. The animation quality is off the charts. They mix CG for the background movement most of the time. And sometimes in the lighting, I don't know how they animated it, but it looks so good. It looks like normal 2D animation mixed with something else, and just makes it look more cinematic, more real, more like a manga / anime come to more life. It's really undescribable, and I really, really love the animation quality, and it keeps that amazing heavy cel-shaded art style from the original first season of the anime, which is great. Again, character interactions are amazing. The soundtrack was really cool, unique, and very varied. I was surprised how many different instruments and how many styles they used, which fit everywhere. Besides the main characters, again, what I found most fascinating about for the first season, and I'm glad it was brought again through to the movie, how many interesting characters there are. It feels like not a single side character is not interesting. All of them bring something to the table. All of them are interesting. All of them you can understand in a way, relate to, all memorable. Especially the new member we got to know from the Demon Slayer core, Rengoku. We barely saw him at the end of the first season, but in one movie they made an amazing character. They developed such a phenomenal character, and you will come to love him by the end a lot. I loved Rengoku's character. He is practically a main character, but fairly new, and the fact that they could develop him so much in almost 2 hours is amazing. It just proves how great the writing is for the story, and I think that is probably also one of the best parts. Just the characters, the writing, how they interact with each other, which also goes through with the animation. It's just a wonderful film the whole way. It's a fun flick to watch. Maybe not for kids, because Demon Slayer is quite dark, but late teens and even your parents, I think, will really like this. It's just an amazing, action, thrilling, emotion, like roller coaster, literally roller coaster, because they're on a train. And again, can't say too much of the story, because by the second and third act there's lots that happen, so I don't really want to spoil you. Just in a full recap, trust me, it is worth your time, especially in the cinema. Please trust me, it is so worth the cinematic experience. It's so amazing to see your beloved characters from the first season come back, interact with each other with the same amazing banter and writing, gorgeous soundtrack, stunning visuals and action. It's an amazing experience, and I really cannot wait for the second season. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say on the film. If you have already watched it, please tell me what you thought in the comments without spoiling. If you want to spoil something or talk about something that's a bit spoiler heavy out of passion, please put at least a warning for those who probably haven't seen the film yet. If you have not seen the film yet, look at the comments at your own discretion or warning. Sorry, don't know how to say that last part. I have to look that up. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this review. Please blast that like and subscribe button. It shows your support, which I highly appreciate. If you subscribe, please hit the notification bell. If you don't, you won't be notified at all, because YouTube is lazy like that. And yeah, I have to ask that on your part. So if you do show any of that support, I highly appreciate it. Join my Discord server, which is in the channel bio. Lots of my friends talk there all the time. We talk about so many things: series, memes, games, movies, media. We share our art, and we just talk a lot. You can vent there, you can talk with my pals and me. I'm quite active there, and would love to meet more of you. So yeah, thank you so much for your support. I hope you watched the movie, and I hope you enjoyed it if you've already watched it. Have a wonderful morning, day, evening, whichever. Peace out, guys. See you next time.